one day somebody does something unspeakable to someone else, to someone you hardly knew, and you do something about it because you can.
This story is brought to us from WESH.com. The Orlando Police Department arrested a man who had been pepper sprayed while he was videotaping officers making an arrest on September 1st. Here comes your First Amendment violations. James Lake III was videotaping Orlando, Florida police officers as they arrested a man shortly after 3 a.m. who was allegedly smoking marijuana on the corner of North Orange Avenue and East Central Boulevard. After being told to get back 25 feet due to Florida's recently enacted HALO law, which is, to me, a violation, Lake said he was pepper sprayed by an officer. Last week, Lake told WESH-2 the officer pepper sprayed him with no explanation, no warning, no nothing. He said OPD contacted him about the incident shortly before WESH-2 spoke with him. They said they will assign me an investigator shortly or as soon as they could, and they will reach out back to me after they watch the video and see if anything was out of policy, Lake said at the time. They want to get their narrative straight. On September 8th, Lake was arrested and charged with violating the HALO law, the Florida state statute 843.31, as well as fleeing to elude a police officer, resisting an officer without violence, driving with a license suspended or revoked, and reckless driving. Wow. In an affidavit for Lake's arrest warrant, Officer Edwin Rosario said Lake was recording inside the 25-foot halo and was just one of around 10 people watching the other arrest. Rosario said Lake was in violation of the halo law, blocking the roadway, I'm going to get back to that, and was instigating the crowd to surround the officers. Rosario said he deployed his pepper spray, a department-issued MK9 Sabre Red Fogger, to arrest Lake and then told Lake he was under arrest. According to the affidavit, Lake then ran away from the officers, eastbound on East Central Boulevard, before getting into a Chevy SUV and driving away from the scene. Lake then allegedly drove over a curb, ran a red light, drove the wrong way down a bus lane, and then went north on North Magnolia Avenue before Rosario lost sight of the car. Lake was identified police. The arrest warrant was issued, and he was ultimately arrested without incident on September 8th. Lake had an initial appearance before a judge on Tuesday, where his total bond was set at $30,000. Well, what I want to get back to is that HALO law. What do they get, a tape measure and go, 22 feet. Yeah, you're inside the 25 feet. Yep, gotcha. Come on. I mean, if it was blatant, okay. But that, 25 feet and they go, 22.3 feet, dude, back up. Come on. But cops don't need, now when you have a normal traffic stop, I don't know, I'm trying to picture 25 feet. But I always give them their police cars. Tell you what I mean. When I'm recording a cop, I always give them their police cars. So the trail police car, the one in the back, I always stand behind that police car like 5 to 10 feet back. So they have all that room to work in. So if they say you need to back up, I'm going to go, why? You arrest the guy, you're going to put him in the police car right here. What? So what do you have me back up for? Well, our safety. No, that's not part of the First Amendment. And I did a video on this where the Supreme Court ruled, yes, they did, that when police officers tell you to back up, we need that. They have to, it's too early. I'm trying to think of the word, but they have to give you reason why they need that equity or that space. They have to give you a reason why they need that space. So it is a violation of your civil rights for them just to simply say, oh, you need to back up. Why? Because I said that's a violation of your rights, according to the Supreme Court. Now, the Supreme Court doesn't say distance per se, but they do, and I forget the verbiage. Maybe I'll try to look for the video, but I did a video on this, and they have to tell you why they need that space. Well, there's evidence there. He dropped something, or, some other reason. They can't just say, "Oh, back up." That's a violation of your rights, according to the Supreme Court. Absolutely. And so I digress. So we come back to this one. So that 25 feet thing, I don't know how they're measuring it. But aside from that, and I'm going to end with this guy, this cop watcher, we'll call him, a First Amendment auditor, frauditor, whatever you want to call him, didn't really do right. If they said he was under arrest, he should have just let them arrest him and take it to court. But running away, jumping in your vehicle, speeding off, it's just stupid. It is. And you say, well, he was being unlawfully arrested. Yeah, but you got to remember, the cops hold all the marbles. You know what I mean? We have no right. We have no rights in this country if the police say you don't have rights. We don't have rights until we go to court and we win a settlement and say, now pay me. See, I do have rights. Now pay me. Just like Brad Pitt said in the movie. I love movies, by the way. In the movie Killing Them Softly, when he says, America's not a country, America's a business. Now effing pay me. It is a business. And the government, the U.S. government, are the CEOs. The police departments and sheriff's departments are managers to assist the CEO of this business. What are we? We're day laborers in the business of America. That's why we have to pay taxes. We got to pay the business. We got to pay the CEO. I know I'm opening a can of worms here, but you get what I'm saying. If they say you're under arrest, hold on, you're under arrest. Got me. And take it to court. That's what you got to do. And this guy, he didn't do the right thing. But as far as the recording and the 25 foot, I'd love to see the video. Tell me what you think.